Hey, I found those old reports from Europe.
Oh, good. Do they have the stats we need?
Let's check it out. Let's see if they match up. 22404. 22401, 22402, 22403, 22404. There it is. What's the next city?
I think it's Milan.
Milan. You sure that's right?
I thought so. I'm not sure.
No, I think it's... Yeah, there it is. Florence. It's Florence.
Yeah, I guess that's right.
22510. You'll never guess.
Guess what?
We got the call from Chicago.
And?
The follow-up work is ours.
Oh, Michael, that's great! I'm so looking forward to working on this part of the project. I've been thinking of some creative ways to solve the problem.
That's what I like. You're always thinking ahead.
Well, I was just thinking, really.
Let me see what you got.
Well, I don't have anything yet, but now that I know the work is ours, I'm going to type up some ideas.
I'm sure it'll be great.
I'll email them to you real soon.
Oh. Don't worry about it. There's no rush. In the meantime, I think you and I should celebrate. What do you say we go get a drink?
I'm really on a roll here. I think I'm just going to stay and finish up.
Come on. We'll do dinner. That new George Clooney movie you want to see starts tonight. It'll be a good time.
Michael, I think you're getting the wrong impression. I know we work together well and everything, but...
What are you trying to say?
I'm really not interested in anything more than that. And I really need you to respect my space a little bit more. I'm just not into all that closeness.
Ava, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable. I know that, well, sometimes I can be too personal. I didn't mean to upset you.
Oh, thanks, Michael. I didn't know how to bring that up to you.
No, I should have seen that you were uncomfortable. Look, from now on I'll keep things totally professional, okay?
Well, thanks, Michael. Thanks for understanding.
Sure.
Allergic to roses?
Actually, I love roses.
Who are they from?
Michael?
Michael. Our Michael?
Yes, that Michael.
Ooh, I didn't know you two were...
We're not. I have no interest in him that way at all. We are coworkers, and that's it.
Does Michael know how you feel? Have you told him?
Yeah, I've told him. He just refuses to get it.
How long has this been going on?
Since I started the project.
3 months?
Yeah, I know. And I thought he was backing off, but now he's sending me all this stuff for Valentine's Day, and...
I'm really surprised. He seems so easygoing.
Yeah. Look at this.
Ava, all it would take is just one night to see we'd be great together. Oh, wow. I'm really sorry, Ava.
I've been trying to avoid him. I've even skipped some team meetings. I could have really used his help on the firewall project, but I just didn't want to be alone with him.
Is that why the project was delayed?
Yeah, but you know what? In the end, it was just easier.
But that doesn't address the problem.
No. I can handle this, Jerry.
Well, I don't want that kind of behavior in our group, or anywhere at Booz Allen, and I don't want you to exclude yourself from the team.
Please don't say anything to him. Look, he knows I've been trying to avoid him, and if you say something, it'll just make it all worse.
But it sounds like Michael's not getting the message, and we need to make sure he understands. Why don't we contact HR and the law department to get some guidance on how to resolve the situation?
HR and the law department? Jerry, I'm fairly new here. I don't need that kind of attention. Look, I've been working really, really hard here. And I want credit for my work, not for getting somebody fired.
Well, let's not jump to that conclusion. All we need to do right now is contact HR and the law department for some advice. Just as our clients rely on us for our expertise, this is their area of expertise, and we need to take advantage of that resource.
I just don't want to make a federal case out of this.
That's not what would happen. Besides, my understanding of the firm's policy is that we need to notify the law department about what's going on.
Can we keep it under wraps? I just don't want the team to know.
Listen, they're going to respect your privacy as well as Michael's, and they'll keep this as confidential as possible. I've brought other issues to their attention, and they've been resolved successfully. Why don't we just call them and see what their thoughts are?
I have to tell you, Helen, this is excellent work. You're going to make me look very good to the rest of my company.
I'm glad to hear it. You know, it's been a great project for everybody.
That's what I like. Win-win. You know, we're putting the follow-up work up for bid, but based on what you've already done, I'd say Booz Allen has the inside track.
That's terrific. The team will be thrilled.
Oh, the team's excellent. And I've been particularly impressed with your work.
Well, thanks, but you know, we have a great group of people on our team.
No false modesty. I have a parade of consultants coming through here, and your work really stands out.
Oh, that's very nice of you to say.
I look forward to continuing the relationship.
Oh, and I'm sure we can make that happen. Derek, have you had a chance to take a look at the changes we made to the presentation?
Oh, not yet, but stomach's growling at me.
Oh, you want to get some takeout?
Oh, I am so sick of takeout. Do you know I cook a mean linguine carbonara?
Really? You like to cook?
My #1 hobby. Hey, I've got an idea. Why don't we finish this over dinner at my place?
Oh, no, I don't want you to go through the trouble.
Oh, no trouble at all. Like I said, it's my favorite hobby, and you'd be keeping me company. My wife's out of town tonight, so I'm on my own.
Well, I appreciate that, Derek, but I work better in an office environment, and besides, I was going to take the shuttle home anyway.
Oh, come on, you can go back in the morning. I've got plenty of room, have some home cooking, got a great view of the lake, and we can talk more about that follow-on work.
I'd really rather just finish it here.
Look, Helen, I wouldn't want you to pass up the carbonara, or the follow-on contract for that matter. So what do you say? This could be win-win all the way around.
So we are now working from a January 15th deadline, which is a Monday, right?
And a federal holiday, so our clients won't be at work that day.
A holiday, really?
It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Oh, right. All right, so Paul, I guess you'll be taking the day off, which is fine. Just make sure the rest of us have everything we need from you by Friday so that we can meet our deadline, okay?
Actually, I wasn't going to take the day off.
Oh, really? Okay, well, actually, that's better. The whole team's going to need to pull together to make sure that we're ready for our client presentation on Friday. All right? Jacob, I want you to see what you can find out about the parent company. Dan, I want you to follow up with all the subs.
What about their African operations?
Oh, right. Paul, why don't you handle that?
Sure. I think they have operations in South Africa. But do you want me to research any other countries?
Sure, take it all. The whole dark continent. All right? Let's plan to meet again tomorrow. How does 10 o'clock work for everyone?
Hey, how's it going?
Just copying some research data. Got to pull it together for the meeting.
Tell me about it. Gwen really caught us off guard when she moved up the deadline.
Yeah, and I can't say she inspired me to put in the extra effort either.
The dark continent routine?
Yeah, like I'm especially suited to do research on Africa because I'm black.
That really bothered me too. For a smart person, she can be really dense.
Like when she assumed I was taking Martin Luther King Day off.
and how she all but said that would be inconvenient to the team.
And actually, I plan on taking that holiday off myself, but she didn't make that assumption about me. Have you thought about saying anything to her?
Well, I thought about it, but what's the point?
Well, she should know how you feel.
Listen, I know you're trying to help, so thanks. But trust me, I've been through situations like this before. If I said something to Gwen now, she'd think I'm overreacting and that I'm too sensitive.
What if I said something?
Well, I don't need you speaking up for me.
Okay, I can understand that. But actually, I do want to talk with her for myself, because I think her comments are inappropriate.
Well, do what you need to do.
Couldn't hurt.
I don't think you're going to score many points with her for doing this. Or get very far, for that matter.
Hey, Gwen. Got a minute?
Sure, what's up?
I want to talk to you about something that's been on my mind.
Shoot.
Actually, I'd like to talk to you about some comments you've made recently.
What comments?
I'm not comfortable with some of the things you said to Paul recently about his being black.
What are you talking about?
Well, like when you assigned him to research the Dark Continent, or assumed he was going to take Martin Luther King Day off. It sets him apart from the rest of the team by calling attention to his race.
Calling attention to his race? That's ridiculous. I'm just being sensitive to who he is. Did Paul say that he was offended?
I can only tell you how I feel, and I know I was offended by your comments.
You know what? You both should just lighten up.
Gwen, this isn't about the research or Martin Luther King Day. It seems like he's the only one you're being sensitive to. You didn't assign any other research based on anyone else's ethnicity or race.
That's absurd. You know what? You both are being overly sensitive. You have no idea the kind of grief I've had to take around here all these years. If I was going to take offense to every little thing, I would have bailed a long time ago.
I think your experience would make you understand Paul's situation even more.
What are you saying? Are you saying that I'm a racist?
No.
Because if you are,
No.
this conversation is over.
I'm not saying you're a racist.
Then what are you saying?
Look, Gwen, I've got a lot of respect for you, and I've learned a lot from you. But I was offended by your comments, and I think some other people on the team may have been too.
That was not my intention. In fact, I bend over backwards to make sure that Paul feels part of the group.
Maybe that's the problem. Do you think you're trying too hard?
Great. Oh, just great. So now what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to apologize for trying too hard?
No. I just don't think you need to bend over backwards to make him feel included. At this point, maybe you should just get to know him.
Okay. I'll give it a try. Thanks, Jacob.